In the annals of philosophy, few figures stand as prominently as Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor whose reign from 161 to 180 CE marked a unique blend of power and humility. He is often celebrated as the last of the 5 good emperors, a title that reflects not only his governance but also his profound commitment to Stoic principles. Unlike many leaders who indulge in the trappings of authority, Aurelius chose a path of moral integrity, dedicating his life to the pursuit of justice and fairness, even amidst the vast temptations available to him. He once noted, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This statement encapsulates his belief that actions speak louder than words and that true virtue lies in practice. His reflections, captured in the Meditations, offer timeless insights that resonate deeply with modern audiences. This collection of personal writings serves as a guide for self-improvement, urging individuals to adopt a cosmic perspective and to critically evaluate their judgments, both of themselves and of others. Aurelius believed that the quality of our thoughts significantly shapes our experiences. He famously stated, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This assertion underscores the Stoic belief that our perceptions and reactions to events are within our control, regardless of external circumstances. In an age where distractions are abundant, whether through social media, workplace pressures, or urban chaos, Aurelius's teachings provide a much-needed anchor. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This wisdom encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, responses, and actions. By recognizing that our interpretations of events shape our emotional well-being, we can begin to cultivate a more resilient mindset. As we delve into his teachings, we uncover a roadmap for navigating the complexities of contemporary life, particularly for Americans grappling with the pressures of urban existence. The essence of Stoicism lies in its practicality. It is not merely a theoretical framework, but a motivating philosophy that encourages us to cultivate rational thought and emotional resilience. In a city like New York, where the pace of life can feel overwhelming, Aurelius's guidance offers a refuge, a reminder that we can choose how we react to our circumstances. In this video, we will explore 5 critical lessons derived from Marcus Aurelius's Stoic wisdom, each of which can empower you to achieve mental toughness amidst the chaos of modern life. These lessons are designed to sharpen your perception, master emotional restraint, understand the dichotomy of control, embrace virtue, and adopt a broader viewpoint. Each lesson will provide actionable insights, drawing on Aurelius's teachings while framing them in the context of today's challenges. Consider the myriad of decisions we face daily, from how we respond to a rude comment in the subway to how we handle stress at work. Aurelius's philosophy encourages us to pause and reflect, asking ourselves, what is within my control? By applying these lessons, you'll not only enhance your mental clarity, but also cultivate a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So, as we embark on this journey through Stoic philosophy, remember that every principle we discuss is an invitation to reflect on your own life and choices. By applying these lessons, you can navigate the complexities of modern living with the Stoic mindset. Let's begin our exploration of these invaluable lessons, starting with the first, sharpen your perception.
Lesson 1. Sharpen your perception. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, understood the profound impact that perception has on our emotional well-being. He famously advised, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." This simple yet powerful statement encapsulates the essence of Stoic thought. Our experiences are heavily influenced by how we choose to interpret them. In a world filled with distractions, judgments, and emotional turmoil, learning to sharpen our perception is essential for cultivating resilience and mental toughness. At its core, Sharpening your perception involves taking control of your viewpoint and how you react to the events around you. It requires the discipline to pause and assess situations critically before forming judgments. This practice helps to mitigate the emotional strain that often accompanies negative experiences. For example, consider a day when everything seems to go wrong. You spill coffee on your shirt, miss the bus, and receive a critical email from your boss. If you label the entire day as terrible, you allow a series of unfortunate events to dictate your mood and overall experience. Aurelius would suggest reframing that perspective. Instead of viewing the day as an unmitigated disaster, consider it a series of challenges that provide opportunities for growth. This reframing can transform a mundane day into a valuable learning experience. Understanding that our emotions are often colored by our judgments is crucial. Aurelius wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." This insight reveals the powerful interplay between thoughts and feelings. When we encounter a situation that triggers a negative emotion, it's essential to examine the underlying thoughts that contribute to that feeling. For instance, if you feel anxious about a presentation at work, consider what thoughts are fueling that anxiety. Are you worried about being judged? Do you fear making mistakes? By identifying these thoughts, you can challenge their validity and replace them with more constructive perspectives. Instead of thinking, "I'm going to fail," shift to, "I've prepared well, and I can handle this." This reframing not only alleviates anxiety but also enhances your confidence, allowing you to approach the situation with a clearer mind. One practical way to sharpen your perception is through the practice of mindfulness. By cultivating mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings as they arise, allowing you to respond rather than react. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating space between your emotions and your responses. For instance, during a challenging interaction with a colleague, instead of immediately labeling their behavior as rude or frustrating, take a moment to consider their perspective. Perhaps they are under pressure or dealing with personal issues that you are unaware of. By reframing your judgment, you can respond with empathy rather than frustration. This shift in perception not only fosters better relationships but also enhances your emotional resilience. Another effective technique for sharpening perception is cognitive reframing. This Stoic method involves looking at situations from different angles to gain a broader perspective. For example, if a friend cancels plans at the last minute, your initial reaction might be disappointment. However, by reframing the situation, you can view it as an opportunity to enjoy some self-care or catch up on a hobby that you've neglected. This cognitive flexibility allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Aurelius reminds us that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This profound observation means that the challenges we face can be transformed into opportunities for growth if we adjust our perceptions accordingly. Practicing gratitude can significantly enhance your ability to perceive situations positively. When faced with difficulties, it's easy to focus solely on the negatives. However, by consciously acknowledging what you are grateful for, you can shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life. For instance, if you lose a job, instead of viewing it as a complete failure, consider the possibilities it opens up. Perhaps it's an opportunity to pursue a career that aligns more closely with your passions or to spend more time with family. By focusing on gratitude, you can maintain a positive outlook even in challenging circumstances. Incorporating daily reflections into your routine can also aid in sharpening your perception. Marcus Aurelius often engaged in self-examination, asking himself critical questions about his thoughts and actions. A practical exercise is to end each day by reflecting on the events that transpired. Ask yourself questions such as, what went well today? What challenges did I face and how did I handle them? Were my judgments of situations accurate, or did I allow emotions to cloud my perception? This practice not only allows you to learn from your experiences, but also reinforces the habit of critical reflection, helping you to develop a more nuanced perception of life. Aurelius reminds us that the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This quote illustrates the importance of recognizing that while we cannot control external events, we can control our internal responses to them. Additionally, engaging in regular journaling can further enhance your ability to sharpen perception. Writing down your thoughts and feelings provides an outlet for self-expression and allows you to process emotions more effectively. When you put pen to paper, you often clarify your thinking and gain insights that may not be immediately apparent. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed by stress at work, journaling can help you articulate those feelings, breaking them down into manageable parts. You might discover that some of your stressors are based on misconceptions or exaggerated fears, leading to a more balanced perspective. Another approach is to seek feedback from trusted friends or mentors. Sometimes we are too close to our situations to see them clearly. By discussing your thoughts and experiences with someone who has a different perspective, you can gain valuable insights that help you reframe your perceptions. For instance, if you're feeling insecure about your performance in a project, a colleague may point out your strengths and contributions that you overlooked. This external validation can help shift your perception from self-doubt to self-acceptance. As you navigate the complexities of urban life, remember that sharpening your perception is not about suppressing emotions but understanding and managing them effectively. Emotions are valid responses to our experiences. However, they should not dictate our reality. The Stoics teach us that adversity is a part of life, and how we interpret that adversity can either empower us or hinder us. By refining our perceptions, we learn to embrace challenges rather than shy away from them. In conclusion, sharpening your perception is a vital skill for cultivating mental toughness and emotional resilience. By adopting a mindful approach, practicing cognitive reframing, and reflecting on your thoughts and feelings, you can transform your experiences and enhance your quality of life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By taking control of your perception, you can foster a mindset that embraces challenges and sees opportunities within them, leading to a more fulfilling and empowered life.
Lesson 2. Master Emotional Restraint. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, one of the most critical lessons imparted by Marcus Aurelius is the mastery of emotional restraint. Aurelius recognized that human emotions, while natural, can often cloud judgment and lead to irrational behavior. He famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This profound insight highlights the importance of understanding that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can control our internal responses. Emotional restraint is not about suppressing emotions or denying their existence. Rather, it involves managing emotions in a way that fosters rational thinking and wise decision-making. In our fast-paced modern lives where stressors abound, from workplace challenges to personal relationships, developing the ability to master our emotions is essential for achieving mental clarity and resilience. Consider a scenario in which you receive critical feedback from your supervisor at work. Your immediate reaction may be one of defensiveness or anger. However, Aurelius would encourage you to pause and reflect before responding. Instead of allowing your emotions to dictate your reaction, take a moment to assess the feedback objectively. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Is there validity in the criticism? By focusing on constructive responses rather than emotional reactions, you not only demonstrate professionalism but also open yourself to personal growth. One of the key strategies for mastering emotional restraint is to practice self-awareness. Self-awareness involves recognizing your emotional triggers and understanding how they influence your thoughts and behaviors. For example, if you know that you tend to become frustrated when faced with delays, you can prepare yourself mentally for such situations. When you find yourself stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting, instead of succumbing to rage, remind yourself that getting upset will not change the circumstances. Instead, use the time to listen to an inspiring podcast or reflect on your goals. This shift in perspective allows you to maintain your composure and reduces the emotional toll of the situation. Aurelius also emphasized the importance of pausing before reacting. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. While this may sound pessimistic at first glance, Aurelius's intention is to prepare us for the inevitable challenges we will face throughout the day. By acknowledging the potential for difficult interactions, we can approach them with a sense of calm rather than surprise. This preparation allows us to respond with patience and understanding rather than frustration. Another practical method for mastering emotional restraint is to channel your emotions productively. Rather than allowing feelings like anger or anxiety to overwhelm you, find constructive outlets for these emotions. When you feel anger rising, consider redirecting that energy into a physical activity such as going for a run or engaging in a workout. Exercise not only helps to release pent-up emotions but also promotes overall well-being. Aurelius advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." By choosing to respond with grace rather than retaliation, you maintain your integrity and emotional stability. In addition to physical outlets, creative expression can serve as an effective means of processing emotions. Writing, painting, or playing music can provide a therapeutic release for feelings that may otherwise feel overwhelming. For instance, if you are feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, channel that anxiety into preparing thoroughly or expressing your feelings through writing. By transforming negative emotions into creative endeavors, you can gain clarity and insight into your experiences. Moreover, it is essential to cultivate empathy in your interactions with others. When faced with conflict or emotional turmoil, try to understand the perspectives of those involved. Aurelius stated, "When you are about to be angry, find the reason for the anger." This practice encourages you to pause and consider the motivations behind someone's actions. Perhaps a colleague who seems abrasive is dealing with their own stressors. By recognizing that others may be struggling as well, you can approach situations with compassion rather than hostility. Practicing mindfulness meditation is another powerful tool for mastering emotional restraint. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, creating a space between your emotions and your reactions. By regularly engaging in mindfulness practices, you can train your mind to respond calmly in stressful situations. For instance, when you feel overwhelmed by a deadline, take a few moments to focus on your breath, allowing yourself to center your thoughts. This practice can help you regain control over your emotions and approach challenges with a clear mind. Aurelius also teaches us about the importance of acceptance. He wrote, "You cannot change the way people treat you or what they say about you. All you can do is change the way you react to it." This profound realization underscores the significance of accepting what is beyond our control. When faced with adverse situations, rather than becoming emotionally charged, focus on how you can respond constructively. Acceptance does not mean resignation. Rather, it empowers you to take appropriate action based on your values and principles. In moments of emotional turmoil, it can be beneficial to have a set of personal affirmations or reminders that reinforce your commitment to emotional restraint. For example, you might remind yourself, "I am in control of my reactions," or "I choose to respond with patience and understanding." These affirmations serve as reminders of your power over your emotional responses, helping you navigate challenging situations with composure. As you develop the skill of emotional restraint, remember that it is a journey that requires practice and patience. The Stoic philosophers teach us that emotional mastery is not achieved overnight but is cultivated through consistent effort and self-reflection. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you can gradually enhance your ability to manage emotions effectively. In conclusion, mastering emotional restraint is a vital skill for achieving mental clarity and resilience. Through self-awareness, preparation, productive outlets, empathy, mindfulness, and acceptance, you can learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom serves as a guiding light in this journey, reminding us that while we cannot control external events, we possess the power to shape our internal responses. By embracing emotional restraint, you not only enhance your well-being but also cultivate a more fulfilling and empowered life. As Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By mastering your emotions, you can create a foundation of strength and tranquility that will serve you in all aspects of life. Lesson 3: The Dichotomy of Control. One of the foundational principles of Stoic philosophy, as espoused by Marcus Aurelius, is the dichotomy of control. This concept is a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of modern life, especially in fast-paced urban environments where external pressures can feel overwhelming. Aurelius famously stated, "You have control over your thinking, not external events." This insight encapsulates the essence of the dichotomy of control, distinguishing between what we can change and what we cannot. Understanding this dichotomy is crucial for achieving emotional resilience and mental clarity. In practical terms, it involves recognizing that while we may not have control over external circumstances, such as the weather, the actions of others, or unexpected life events, we do have control over our thoughts, attitudes, and responses to those events. This realization empowers us to focus our energies on what we can influence rather than wasting time and emotional resources on things beyond our control. Consider a common scenario. You're stuck in traffic on your way to an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction to it. Instead of succumbing to frustration and anger, you might choose to use the time productively, perhaps by listening to an educational podcast or practicing mindfulness techniques. By redirecting your focus, you not only alleviate your stress but also maximize the situation's potential benefits. Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This perspective encourages us to view obstacles as opportunities for growth and learning. To effectively apply the dichotomy of control, it's essential to engage in self-reflection. Ask yourself the following questions when faced with a challenging situation. What aspects of this situation are within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and principles? What can I learn from this experience? For example, imagine you applied for a job that you were passionate about but did not receive an offer. You may feel disappointment and frustration upon receiving the news. However, instead of dwelling on the rejection, examine what you can control: your preparation for future interviews, your networking efforts, and your ability to enhance your skills. By focusing on these actionable steps, you empower yourself to move forward rather than remain stuck in a cycle of negative emotions. Acceptance is another critical component of the dichotomy of control. Aurelius teaches us to embrace the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. This idea encourages us to accept all aspects of life, the good and the bad, as necessary parts of our journey. Instead of resisting what we cannot change, we learn to embrace it as a valuable lesson. As Aurelius noted, reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, we can find peace in uncertainty and develop a greater appreciation for life's unpredictability. In a workplace setting, applying the dichotomy of control can lead to enhanced productivity and job satisfaction. For instance, you may encounter a colleague who is difficult to work with. While you cannot change their behavior, you can control how you respond. Instead of allowing their negativity to affect your morale, focus on your own contributions and maintain a positive attitude. You might even consider engaging them in a constructive conversation to understand their perspective better. By taking this proactive approach, you foster a more positive work environment and demonstrate Stoic resilience. Moreover, the dichotomy of control can help mitigate anxiety and stress. Many people experience anxiety about future events, such as public speaking engagements, important meetings, or life changes. By recognizing that you can only control your preparation and mindset, you can alleviate the burden of worrying about outcomes that are beyond your influence. For example, if you have a big presentation coming up, focus on practicing your delivery and honing your message rather than fixating on potential reactions from your audience. Aurelius wisely advised, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. By concentrating on your preparation, you enhance your confidence and reduce anxiety. Another practical strategy for applying the dichotomy of control is to create a control list. This list can help you clearly outline what is within your control and what is not. For instance, you might list things like, within my control, my preparation for meetings, my attitude and responses, my self-care practices, my time management, not within my control, others' opinions of me, economic conditions, the actions of my competitors, unexpected events. This exercise serves as a visual reminder of where to focus your energy. When faced with challenges, refer back to your list to realign your thoughts and actions. This clarity can help you navigate stressors with greater ease and confidence. Additionally, practicing gratitude can enhance your perspective on the dichotomy of control. By regularly acknowledging the positive aspects of your life, you cultivate an attitude of acceptance and appreciation. For example, if you face setbacks, take a moment to reflect on the lessons learned and the support you have from friends and family. This practice reinforces the idea that while you may not control every circumstance, you can control your outlook and your response to adversity. Aurelius also emphasized the importance of community in navigating challenges. He wrote, "We are all working together to one end, some with their own, others with the common good." Recognizing that we are part of a larger community can help us approach difficult situations with a sense of collaboration rather than isolation. When faced with challenges, don't hesitate to seek support from others. Whether it's discussing your concerns with a friend or seeking advice from a mentor, connecting with others can provide valuable insights and encouragement. As you practice the dichotomy of control, remember that this principle is not about detachment or indifference. It's about cultivating a sense of agency and empowerment in your life. By focusing on what you can control, you build resilience and strengthen your capacity to face challenges head-on. Aurelius's wisdom serves as a guiding light in this journey, reminding us that our thoughts and actions shape our reality. In conclusion, the dichotomy of control is a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy that offers powerful tools for navigating life's complexities. By distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not, we empower ourselves to respond to challenges with clarity and purpose. Through self-reflection, acceptance, and proactive engagement, we can cultivate a mindset that embraces uncertainty and transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By mastering the dichotomy of control, you can foster a more fulfilling and resilient existence, navigating the ups and downs of life with grace and confidence. Lesson 4. Embrace the virtues. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of virtue, which is considered the highest good and the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius, a proponent of Stoicism, emphasized the importance of embodying virtues as a means to live a life of moral integrity and purpose. He articulated, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." This statement underscores the Stoic belief that true strength lies in maintaining one's virtue in the face of adversity and challenges. In Stoicism, virtues are not merely abstract ideals. They are practical guides for how to live one's life. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Each of these virtues plays a pivotal role in shaping our actions, decisions, and interactions with others. By actively embracing these virtues, we can navigate the complexities of modern life with a sense of purpose and clarity. Wisdom is the first of the cardinal virtues and refers to the ability to discern what is truly valuable in life. It involves making decisions based on reason rather than emotion and understanding the difference between what is essential and what is trivial. As Aurelius wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." By cultivating wisdom, we can approach challenges with a clear and rational mindset, allowing us to make sound decisions based on our values. Consider a situation where you are faced with a difficult choice, such as whether to accept a promotion that requires relocation. Wisdom asks you to weigh the pros and cons thoughtfully. Are you prepared for the changes that come with such a move? Will this promotion align with your long-term goals? By applying wisdom, you can make an informed decision that reflects your priorities and aspirations. Courage is the second virtue and is often misunderstood as the absence of fear. In Stoicism, courage is the ability to act rightly in the face of fear, adversity, or uncertainty. It empowers us to confront challenges head-on, even when we are apprehensive. Aurelius stated, "You must stand up for yourself and not let others dictate your actions." This virtue encourages us to be proactive and resilient, especially in difficult situations. For example, imagine you are in a meeting where a colleague unjustly criticizes your work. Courage enables you to stand firm, defend your position respectfully, and address the criticism constructively. Rather than shrinking back in fear of confrontation, you embrace the opportunity to assert yourself and clarify misunderstandings. This courageous stance not only helps to protect your reputation but also fosters a culture of open communication and accountability in the workplace. Justice, the third virtue, encompasses fairness and the commitment to uphold the rights of others. It reflects our responsibility to act in ways that benefit not only ourselves but also those around us. Aurelius advised, "Justice is the virtue that gives each their due." This virtue serves as a reminder that our actions have consequences for others, and we must strive to be equitable and compassionate in our dealings. In practice, embracing justice might involve standing up for a colleague who is being unfairly treated or advocating for inclusive practices in your workplace. For instance, if you notice that certain team members are consistently overlooked during project discussions, taking the initiative to ensure everyone's voice is heard demonstrates your commitment to justice. This not only strengthens team cohesion but also fosters a more equitable environment. Temperance, the fourth virtue, emphasizes moderation and self-control. It encourages us to strike a balance between extremes and make choices that promote our long-term well-being. As Aurelius pointed out, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your choices. Practicing temperance involves recognizing the difference between fleeting pleasures and lasting fulfillment. For example, consider the temptation to indulge in unhealthy habits, such as overeating or excessive screen time. While these may provide immediate gratification, they can lead to negative consequences in the long run. By practicing temperance, you can cultivate healthier habits that support your physical and mental well-being. This might mean setting boundaries around your screen time, choosing nutritious foods, or engaging in regular physical activity. By prioritizing moderation, you enhance your overall quality of life. Embracing the virtues is not a one-time endeavor. It is a lifelong commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The good life is a life of virtue." This statement serves as a powerful call to action, urging us to reflect on our values and strive to embody them in our daily lives. To cultivate virtue, consider incorporating the following practices into your routine. Daily reflection. Take time each day to reflect on your actions and decisions. Ask yourself if you acted with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. What choices aligned with your values and where can you improve? This practice of self-examination fosters accountability and encourages continual growth. Set virtue-based goals. Identify specific areas of your life where you want to embody the virtues more fully. This could involve setting goals related to personal development, community service, or professional integrity. By aligning your goals with your values, you create a roadmap for living a virtuous life. Seek role models. Surround yourself with individuals who exemplify the virtues you aspire to cultivate. Whether in your personal life, workplace, or community, observing and learning from those who embody virtue can inspire you to adopt similar behaviors. Practice empathy. Strive to understand the perspectives and experiences of others. This practice enhances your capacity for justice and compassion, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively in challenging situations. Engage in community service. Contributing to the well-being of others is a powerful way to embody the virtue of justice. Volunteering your time and resources to support those in need fosters a sense of connection and purpose. As you embrace the virtues, remember that this journey is not about perfection but progress. Each day presents opportunities to practice and deepen your commitment to living virtuously. Aurelius wisely noted, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By consciously choosing to cultivate virtues in your life, you create a foundation for a fulfilling and meaningful existence. In conclusion, embracing the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance is essential for navigating life's challenges with clarity and purpose. By actively integrating these virtues into your daily actions, you foster a sense of integrity and fulfillment that transcends the ups and downs of life. Marcus Aurelius's teachings serve as a guiding light on this journey, reminding us that a life well lived is one rooted in virtue. As you continue to cultivate these principles, you will find that they not only enhance your well-being but also contribute positively to the world around you. The Stoic path invites you to embody these virtues with intention, shaping your character and actions in ways that reflect your deepest values. Lesson 5. Adopt a broader viewpoint. In the fast-paced, often chaotic environment of modern life, it's easy to become overwhelmed by daily challenges, conflicts, and pressures. Marcus Aurelius, a principal figure in Stoic philosophy, emphasized the necessity of adopting a broader viewpoint as a means of cultivating mental clarity and emotional resilience. He stated, "Take a view of the whole and you will see that everything is connected." This powerful insight encourages us to step back from our immediate experiences and consider the larger context of our lives and the world around us. Adopting a broader viewpoint involves recognizing that our individual experiences are just a small part of a much larger tapestry. When we zoom out and view situations from a wider perspective, we can often see the bigger picture, which can help alleviate stress and foster a sense of interconnectedness with others. This practice is particularly valuable in urban settings where the hustle and bustle can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. To illustrate the importance of adopting a broader viewpoint, consider a common scenario. You're facing a tough day at work where everything seems to be going wrong. Perhaps you received a critical email from your boss, or a colleague disagreed with your ideas during a meeting. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to feel that your entire career is at stake or that your self-worth is diminished. However, taking a step back allows you to reframe these challenges within the context of your entire career. You might remember that one difficult day does not define your professional capabilities or your value as an individual. Instead, it is one of many experiences that contribute to your growth and development. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. This quote encapsulates the power of our perceptions and the importance of viewing our lives through a lens of growth rather than limitation. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or how does this situation fit into the larger narrative of my life? By reframing our thoughts in this way, we foster resilience and adaptability. Another practical application of adopting a broader viewpoint is the practice of empathy. When we encounter conflicts with others, it's essential to consider their perspectives and experiences. For example, if a friend or family member reacts negatively to a situation, instead of responding with frustration, take a moment to reflect on what might be influencing their behavior. They may be dealing with stressors you are unaware of, which can color their reactions. By stepping into their shoes, you can respond with compassion rather than defensiveness, fostering a more harmonious relationship. Expanding your viewpoint also involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all people and events. In a city like New York, where millions of lives intersect, understanding that each person has their own struggles and stories can cultivate a sense of community and shared humanity. As Aurelius noted, we are all working together to one end, some with their own, others with the common good. This perspective encourages us to act in ways that benefit not only ourselves but also those around us. For instance, consider the impact of small acts of kindness. When you hold the door open for a stranger or offer a smile to someone passing by, you contribute to a collective atmosphere of positivity. These seemingly minor interactions can ripple outwards, influencing the mood and behavior of others. By adopting a broader viewpoint, you recognize that your actions are part of a larger web of human connection and that each positive interaction can contribute to a more compassionate society. Additionally, taking a broader perspective can help mitigate feelings of stress and anxiety. When faced with a daunting task or a significant life change, it's natural to feel overwhelmed. However, by zooming out and considering the larger context of your life, your past experiences, your future goals, and the support systems you have in place, you can gain a sense of perspective that makes the challenge seem more manageable. For instance, if you're preparing for a big presentation at work, remind yourself of the many successful presentations you've delivered in the past and the skills you've developed along the way. This broader perspective can help you approach the situation with confidence rather than trepidation. Incorporating mindfulness practices can also enhance your ability to adopt a broader viewpoint. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing you to step back from immediate reactions and gain clarity. For example, during a stressful moment, take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensations in your body. This practice can help ground you in the present moment and create space for reflection. Once you've taken a step back, ask yourself how this moment fits into your larger life narrative. How will you view this experience in a year or 5 years? By cultivating this habit, you become more adept at seeing the bigger picture. Furthermore, journaling can serve as an effective tool for adopting a broader viewpoint. Regularly writing about your experiences allows you to process emotions and gain insights into your thoughts. When reflecting on challenging situations, consider writing about what you learned and how it fits into your overall journey. This practice can help you recognize patterns in your behavior and decision-making, providing valuable lessons that inform your future actions. Aurelius himself engaged in journaling, using it as a means of self-reflection and growth. In addition to personal experiences, engaging with diverse perspectives can further enhance your ability to adopt a broader viewpoint. Seek out conversations with individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. This exposure can challenge your assumptions and broaden your understanding of the world. By embracing diverse viewpoints, you cultivate empathy and develop a more nuanced understanding of the complexities of life. Adopting a broader viewpoint also aligns with the Stoic principle of accepting what is beyond our control. Aurelius advised, accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together. This perspective encourages us to embrace the realities of life, both the joys and the challenges, as integral parts of our journey. By recognizing that we cannot control every outcome, we free ourselves from the burden of unrealistic expectations and create space for acceptance and growth. In conclusion, adopting a broader viewpoint is essential for cultivating resilience, empathy, and a deeper understanding of life's complexities. By stepping back from immediate experiences and considering the larger context, we can navigate challenges with clarity and purpose. Marcus Aurelius's teachings remind us that our perceptions shape our reality, and by embracing the interconnectedness of all things, we enhance our capacity for compassion and understanding. As you continue to practice this principle, you will find that it enriches your relationships, fosters a sense of community, and contributes to a more fulfilling life. The Stoic path invites you to broaden your perspective and embrace the beautiful tapestry of human experience, ultimately leading to a life of greater meaning and connection. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic philosophy through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we have uncovered 5 invaluable lessons that can empower us to navigate the complexities of modern life with resilience and clarity. From sharpening our perception to mastering emotional restraint, understanding the dichotomy of control, embracing virtues, and adopting a broader viewpoint, each lesson provides practical tools for personal growth and emotional well-being. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This powerful insight underscores the importance of cultivating a positive mindset and taking responsibility for our perceptions and reactions. By embracing these Stoic principles, we can transform our experiences, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. Imagine applying these teachings in your daily life. When faced with stress at work, instead of succumbing to frustration, you can choose to view the situation through a lens of growth. By practicing emotional restraint, you respond thoughtfully rather than reactively, fostering healthier relationships and a more positive environment. When confronted with setbacks, you can utilize the dichotomy of control, focusing your energy on what you can influence rather than worrying about what is beyond your reach. Moreover, embodying virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance allows us to act with integrity and purpose. These virtues guide our decisions and interactions, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. As you move forward, consider the impact of your choices on others and strive to contribute positively to your community. Remember Aurelius's words, "We are all working together to one end, some with their own, others with the common good." In times of uncertainty, adopting a broader viewpoint can provide the clarity and perspective needed to navigate life's challenges. By stepping back and recognizing the interconnectedness of all experiences, we can foster empathy and compassion, enhancing our relationships and promoting a sense of belonging. As you integrate these Stoic principles into your life, I invite you to reflect on your journey and the lessons you've learned. Share your experiences with others, engage in meaningful conversations, and inspire those around you to embrace the wisdom of Stoicism. If you found this video insightful and inspiring, please consider subscribing to the Stoic Viva channel for more timeless wisdom and practical advice on applying Stoic philosophy in your daily life. Like and share this content with friends and family who could benefit from these teachings. Together, we can foster a community dedicated to personal growth and the pursuit of a meaningful life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Stoic philosophy. May you carry these lessons with you, enriching your life and the lives of others as you navigate the complexities of the modern world with wisdom and grace.